So in summer of last year, we played a best of 5 against LMQ to decide who would get the 3rd spot and go to Worlds. And we started off 2-0. We ended up losing 2-3.
LMQ gonna take game 5. And No Name finally vindicating himself after a couple of rough games against TSM. 11-2-9. LMQ, you're headed to the World Championship.
It was probably the most heartbreaking loss that we went through as a team. After that loss, we immediately had a dinner. We talked about forming a new team, finding out who was committed to play for the next split. And during that time, we decided that we wanted to seek a new AD carry. So that's when we went over and signed Piglet during the World Championships. And then we came back, we were good to go, but then Voy announced that he did not want to play next split. So came kind of as a shock, I think, to me and the team, but it was difficult because we weren't sure if we were going to have the right components to have a really good year in LCS. And when we finally felt we made this change with the AD carry, that everything was going to be solved. And now we have this next major issue and we have a short time before we can fix it.
We really felt just kind of lost, and we weren't sure what to do with the direction of the team. We had just got Piglet here, and we were making this huge run to be this world's contending team, and now we just lost a huge piece of that. And with such little time, we weren't sure if we were able to fill that hole.
Isn't that how it works?
Wait, I see what's at the top, pushing it away. We just got big.
We didn't get it, the pick wasn't free. To get the pick, Jackie lost 40% of his HP. I used my flash ulti on him. I'm low on.
So we immediately started looking for another mid lane, and we identified a few candidates. We had Yahoo.com, we were trying out NY Jackie, there was probably 5 other candidates. We were, I think, waiting for Pobelter to finish his contract so that we could talk to him about possibly joining us. But that would have given us very little time before the start of the split.
We had been trying out every mid laner that we could literally get our hands on. I remember there was even conversation of going after some huge Korean names that I didn't think we even had a realistic shot at getting, but Steve was willing to even sell his house to have a shot at this team because he really, really wanted to win, and he felt like we had so many good pieces and we just couldn't find that missing link. So we tried out so many players to the house. None of them just either fit or were committed enough to wanting to join our team.
One of the players said, hey, there's this guy, Trickster, that's on the solo queue. And we found out that he was on TDK, so we reached out to the owner and we found out that they were willing to kind of work with us. There's a huge opportunity for him and try to work it out.
So we need to print all of the paperwork for his contract because we're going to sign his contract when we're there with him.
Okay.
Start filling out his name on the information and everything. So
do we know what it is?
Yeah, just type in Miso League of Legends.
Okay.
You'll see his name.
Okay.
And then I'll come back.
Do what I can.
Yep. And then I'll swing by and pick you up, and then we'll head straight there.
Alright, I'm good.
Alright, bye.
Yeah.
He was previously a top laner for Jin-Air, and he was given offers to go into OGN, but he wanted to play in America. He is currently with Team TDK, and we're gonna go meet the manager for the team and Miso, and we're gonna give him his buyout and have him sign his contract, and we're gonna bring him to the house, and then we'll immediately file for his visa. And hopefully his visa is approved and ready before the start of LCS so he can play. and if he can't, then we'll use someone else.
You come here today, tonight, you don't get to try him out, you don't get to anything. Like, I'm telling you, he's gonna be like the next star. You have to like get him from this boba place, you need to bring a check of X amount of money, and he's yours. That's it. And we were in like such a desperate situation that Steve was like, you know what, we're doing it. Like, something's telling me like I'm either making the best decision ever or I'm gonna like throw away a ton of money, but we felt like we didn't have any other options.
You're nervous.
Am I nervous?
Yeah.
About what? This meeting?
Yeah.
No. What do you think he's gonna have, like a fucking sledgehammer? He's gonna take the head? I mean, I'm not nervous. I'm more nervous about the fact that Dom is being a crazy fucking lunatic and super negative, and Piglet's an emotional mess.
We met in person, we went to a coffee shop that was on the other side of town. I met with Chris, the manager, and we talked a little bit about what it would be like for him. We talked about the visa process. Would it be likely that he would be able to complete it in time to start in LCS? What would be the cost for the buyout of his contract? And we finalized all those details. And then we talked to FeniX for a little bit, and just to get to know him. We had never played with this guy. Everything was just on paper about who he was. I think in the first few kind of conversations, a lot of which were probably body language initiated, but I just got the sense that he was a good guy. You know, he was a good heart and polite. So I felt good about moving forward with it.
We learning a little Korean. We try.
Hello, my name is Jae-hoon Kim, as you know on FeniX, midlaner for Team Liquid.
What you gonna do? Oh, he got two! He's gonna get a triple kill! A quadra kill! An amazing play by FeniX on Azir! The legacy of Shurima is real!
I thought I best player in that team, but my manager come to me and he's saying, so coach doesn't want to play with me, so then I just packed instantly. I thought it's very good chance for me.
Brought FeniX back to the house, and just kind of crossing my fingers and hoping for the best. See if it would work out. You know, hindsight 2020, it's been amazing, obviously, but you know, at the time, it's you never feel 100% about these roster things. You base a lot of your decision on intuition.
I thought you had it. You have American bank account?
No.
You know? If you have anything, the house, like you come to me or Steve, mostly me.
So if you're hungry, or you're sad,
you tell me.
You talk to Steve.
You need anything. You need a toothbrush. You need toilet paper.
CRS Eats? Oh, that'd be cool. CRS Eats. Or CRS...
Food and what?
CRS Yummy?
Yummy?
Yummy? Or CRS Nom Nom?
This is gonna... You go down in history with that name. I think you gotta be good.
Miso, like terrible player, I think, and Trickster is like same mean as Faker, maybe, like almost same mean. So I don't want like imitation, so I just want to find the new name. So then my Jocastibor, they mean recommend me FeniX, so I take it.
Alright, man. You excited still?
Ah.
Alright, FeniX.
The night we picked him up, he said he wanted to be like a star, and like he wanted to be in front of the camera and like be just a household name. And he would say that, but the personality and everything else just didn't show it.
This is the analyst. This is the analyst. Is you know what's special?
Nice to meet you.
Class.
Nice to meet you.
Okay. So this will be.
And this is your computer.
His name will be Curse FeniX.
Yeah. Really? FENIX.
The first few weeks he was in the house, he kind of stayed to himself. Like I went out of my way to like talk to him as much as I could to make sure like he was okay with everything, but he was always very like short-spoken and like, you know, yeah, everything's fine. I think it kind of upset him that maybe Piglet didn't give him the time of day at first, and we had really hoped that they would become like friends and have like another person that they could like speak to each other with, but it never turned out that way in the beginning. I just thought we had got a really serious, really dedicated player, but he was like very calm and quiet and just like willing to do anything. I think so far they're really impressed. The first scrim we ever played with him, he came in the game and I think got ganked by Lee Sin as a Zir and turned the gank around and ended up getting a kill. So I think a big thing in Korean culture is if someone's older than you and more respected, it's not really appropriate to go up to them and like just start a conversation or just like treat them like they're an equal to you. And I think Piglet was still very unused to his atmosphere and unused to us, that it kind of negatively affected FeniX as well, where Piglet didn't give him like the time of day. Like this terrible player came to our team. Like even if FeniX was really good, I don't think he would have ever said that he was good. And that's just kind of how Piglet is. And FeniX took it, I think, kind of hard that, you know, he was really excited to come here and meet Piglet, and he was kind of like maybe off-putting towards him. But after a while and just time, I think they realized that they're in this like together and they're teammates. And Piglet kind of knocked down that wall, and at the same time they're both getting more and more comfortable with their living situation and being on this new team together, that eventually a friendship just was born, and like Piglet sort of let down his wall, and FeniX was becoming like this crazy man he is today.
My team made me through like I'm always trying kind guy, but like our team have Dome and Joka Steve, like especially in Quaz, like so kind man, but sometimes especially so troll, but like Dome and Joka Steve make me so troll.
Yeah, he blames it on me. I mean, it's partly that, like, I'm pretty troll. Like, I'll just say, like, the funniest shit that comes to mind at pretty much any point. So that's just, like, how I get along with people. Like, I normally just try to, like, make people laugh, and that's, like, how I develop relationships with people. So, yeah, I mean, I guess it's partly my fault that I made FeniX troll. But, I mean, I personally just think he was always a troll. Like, it just needed to come out. Yeah, I'd much rather have a relationship that I have with him now than have a relationship, like, where we're just super serious and just, like didn't interact at all. Just two people from, like, different walks of life and just, like, do your own thing.
I think that FeniX always had sort of this side to him, but he just wasn't comfortable bringing it out. And like, we had some really low lows last split, and instead of getting all angry and like yelling at each other and stuff like that, it was a much easier way to cope with everything, to just like kind of laugh and like have a good time with it. And during those low times, we needed someone on the team to kind of be like a mediator of seriousness and fun. And he was the person that whenever there was like a dull day or a really bad scrim day, FeniX would come back to the house and just say something like ridiculous, and everyone would just kind of laugh and be like, oh my god, like where does he come up with this stuff? And I think my best way to like describe FeniX to like someone that's that's familiar with the league scene but not familiar with FeniX would be like, he reminds me of like a Korean Cutie-Pie, where like he just kind of says like these ridiculous things and like just sort of like chuckles, and yeah, you can never take FeniX seriously. Seriously.
Shurima. So, I guess it's really popular in Asia where you love calling people God. That's like their biggest, like, this guy's a beast, this guy's a monster. And for them, it's like, this guy's a God. He has a funny way of slurring some of his words or like combining them. So he turned God to Cod, and he would often yell out, "I'm so Cod!" And then Dom and myself, being Dom myself, we would always try to copy whatever he's saying. So Cod, like, we love this word, and we're like, I love being a fish. And we eventually told FeniX that was a fish, but we just kept saying Cod, so like, it doesn't matter. Like, we know it's God, but for FeniX, we're gonna stick with Cod. He is our favorite Cod. But I keep trying hard, then now I'm satisfied by them. My favorite player is like really good player. So Sneaky, Piox, and when I watch their play, I learn from it. Like, they're really good players. So like, especially when I against Piox, I always learn a lot of things. Keen so beautiful and so good player, and Korean.
Compared to last year, where he wasn't exactly sure what his like champ pool was, what his play style was, he kind of just tried to do his best, but without a real direction. And since then, you know, part of that's the coaching staff too. We're not quite exactly sure what FeniX is good on, what he likes to play. But once we saw what he was really good at through scrims and started putting him on his comfort picks and putting him in position for him to succeed, his confidence grew a lot, and he knew that, like, yeah, put me on that, I'll win, I'll carry that.
The dive, here comes the chase. Piglet gets another. Kill goes over to the Gragas. Triple kill for I Will Dominate. And turret number 1's going to fall. Turret number 2 to follow. That's going to be the game. 41.5 minutes, and Team Liquid improved yet again, beating up Cloud9.
Let's see if it's going to be a fourth in a row now. This week's Battle Royale is Team Dignitas versus Team Liquid, an incredibly important match coming in here with TSM's loss in last game. Dignitas are playing right now to join Gravity and Team Solo Mid in that tie for first place. So big things coming up, and for Team Liquid, a win would mean moving up into third place. Quas is going to be right where he wants. He's going to go on to Helios with Piglet. Everybody gets an assist on that one. Core JJ and Shifter, the two DPSers on the outside, but I don't think they can put anything back into the fight. Gamsu's forced to flash out, and Team Liquid and Quas go headstrong into the composition of Dignitas. Looks like they do want to stay and try to kill Kiwi Kid. Gamsu comes in at the right time. Quas right to the backside. He's going to get a smash on, but it doesn't really stop too much. It is.
They're just going to go for game here. Dominating victory.
It is going to be very dominating. Coming out strong, 27:58 on the clock, 10-2 in kills. Team Liquid will take the 1-1 over Team Dignitas. Let's jump into our first match, Team Liquid versus Team Dragon Knights. And whenever you talk about top teams in North America, Liquid can always be a part of that conversation. Last week, they moved into a tie for third place with a clean win over Team Dignitas, who have also been looking very good. And Liquid aim to keep climbing.
Oh, Xpecial, what?
Whoa, Xpecial puts himself in between the wall. Bumped once again. That could be him going down for first blood. The flash in from Emperor. Dominate's already on the bot side, though. They're able to clean him up. The Retribution kill comes in, and the TP is stopped. Liquid getting in for the rest of the kills. FeniX actually went the high road, and he might be able to take out Emperor before he takes out FeniX. One more kill. It's going to be Piglets. The auto attack coming through on his Seraph. That's the ace for Liquid. The damage is now onto the Nexus for Team Liquid, and 42 minutes on the dot. Team Liquid take down TDK. Hopefully the teams have the game in mind a little bit better and their heads on straight for this one, because it is going to be a good one. A game of the week coming in between Team Solo Mid and Team Liquid now. 9-4 versus 9-4.
Oh, there's Lesboy going in for the taunt onto Dominate as Maokai goes around.
Oh, Piglet and Xpecial from the back line there, already where they need to be, completely deleting Santorin and Lustboy. They may be way too low to do this.
3,000.
They're chancing the 50-50. This is the moment they've been trying to stop, but now have fixed themselves into. That's a big explosive cast. Turtle gets one. He's on the side of Baron, which could be dealing damage to him, but Baron actually de-aggroes. The double kill for Turtle. He hits another rocket. Dyrus out of range after coming up from being dead. The Righteous Glory, the triple coming in. No, Bjergsen picks up kill number 3. Is this now their Baron?
Yes, it is, Rib. Yes, it is. TSM waiting for the one-team fight once again, and Team Liquid hand it to them on a silver platter. They start up the Baron just because Turtle's bottom. You are not late game yet. This is only 26 minutes in. You can't burn through this Baron. An 80 carry being bottom.
Oh my God, he stole it! Piglet comes up with a big one steal! Right now, as they're in front of the second tier turret, Lustboy a little too deep. The soldiers are just able to shred through. A good bit of damage to come back from Turtle. The crits are hitting. There's the Inferno rocket, but not much can be done. Mega Death rocket, rather. And they have to back off on this one here. Oh, this is from the other side. Quas is right on the chomper, so not an immediate initiation. Depth charge over, pops up to Lustboy and Dyrus both in the air. Dominate, very tanky. It takes TSM a long time to kill him, giving the rest of Team Liquid to start firing down. A double kill now coming in for FeniX. Piglet also getting a double kill for himself. They're looking for Lustboy. They don't even need to find him to get that kill.
Easy Baron.
That's going to be Baron, and it will be Team Liquid's second of the game. Well, trying to get this fight. Quas, a lot of damage. Lustboy's taking a little bit more than he would like to. Bjergsen finds the ball in the middle, but nobody's going to circle around it. And they're onto Bjergsen. He's got to call the ball back. Does he have enough time to shockwave? He does.
Got it.
Big damage onto Quas and Dominate. They can be canceled out. Piglet still in the back line, though. Emperor's Divide puts TSM exactly where Liquid wants them. The double kill for Piglet. FeniX comes up big again mid-fight to set it up for the team.
FeniX just won the game for Team Liquid there.
Team Liquid coming up huge. It was not the late game fight that thwarts them this time. They're able to take it to Team Solo Mid. Piglet, a savior of this game in the mid game. Team Liquid takes down Team Solo Mid.
Dom's girlfriend give me fish. My fish is so cute, and after Saturday almost die cause I don't know how to change water, but every Sunday someone change my fish water so he leaving again.
One of the funniest stories I have with FeniX is like, he wouldn't name his fish. And I was like, FeniX, like the fish has to have a name. Like if it doesn't have a name, it doesn't have an identity. And like without an identity, the fish is just gonna like die because like it needs something to like strive for every day when it wakes up and like goes to like fish work or whatever fish does. So I was like, all right, let's just name it Sushi. Like, let's name it Sushi, and every day we can just drop like a couple rice pellets into like the fish tank, and eventually like when it dies, we can just roll it up into like a ball of sushi and just eat it. And like just like as a joke, just like troll FeniX. And he would just get super mad about it. He'd be like, no, don't touch Fishy. Like, and then he just started to name his fish Fishy. So I guess that was like a situation that I had with FeniX that was like super troll, where I just like kept on trolling him that I was gonna eat his fish and like make his fish sushi.
Shut up.